change. So I went back into my Weight Watchers meeting like I normally do, and this time it was different, but I was quiet. I sat in the corner and I took it all in, and I just went week by week. And I said, I can do this. I know I can do this. And I took it step at a time. And week 1 passed, and I lost 5 pounds. And that's not normal. That's an above average weight loss. But the first week, that's pretty, the first week it can happen. It does happen. I mean, you appreciate those 5 pound weight losses when you get as far as I've gotten, and then you're like at half a pound and a pound. The 5 pound is golden, but it's a big weight loss in a week. And after talking with my doctor and getting back on track with Weight Watchers and getting my thyroid in check and all the other hormonal imbalances that were there, I met up with this amazing personal trainer, and her name is Nikki Garapi, and I met her through my doctor actually, and we just started. And what was great about Nikki is she didn't push me to the point that I was going to feel like I was a failure. It had been years since I had worked out, really worked out, and really taken my health and my fitness to a new level. And what was so awesome is she went with the journey with me. She knew that I wasn't an athlete at that point, or of Olympic magnitude, but she was going to get me there. and she noticed right away that I had played sports in high school and when I was a kid, and so there were certain things about it that were good, that she noticed right away, and so she took advantage of it, and we just started working out, and before I knew it, inches started coming off and pounds started coming off, and still not as quickly as I would have wanted to, but it's when you're hypothyroid, that happens too, and you've got to find that balance. You've got to learn how to be patient. But every week, I met with Nikki twice a week, and I'd go to my Weight Watchers meetings religiously on Fridays, and I started making friends at Weight Watchers. And I started realizing, you know what? These people go through the same thing I do, whether they have 100 pounds to lose or 10 pounds to lose. We all have this struggle, and we all came to this place because we want to help each other. And the meeting that put it all into perspective for me was when my leader, Rita, at the time, she gave a meeting about your lifeboat and the people that you've got to put in your lifeboat. And if you don't have a lifeboat full of people, you're not going to succeed. And I always think about that because that meeting, I put Rita in my lifeboat because she was there every Friday. I put Nikki in the lifeboat because she's there to push me when I don't necessarily want to be pushed. I put my doctor in the lifeboat because he helps me, medically speaking, to get everything in balance and in check with my hormones and just my physical well-being from a medical perspective. And it just started to sink in, and all of a sudden I noticed this transformation in me, and I just started to speak out a little more in Weight Watchers meetings and started to give a little bit of feedback and to share what I learned. And all of a sudden people started being receptive, and I would come in every week and they'd be like, you look amazing, you're dropping so quickly. And I couldn't see it. I knew it was happening because I saw the numbers on the scale and I had noticed it in my clothes and whatnot, but I didn't notice it when I looked at it. And I think that is something that I still have trouble with. 45 pounds later, since April of 2011, and I still have problems seeing that 45 pounds are gone. I don't want to put the 45 pounds back on just because I think it doesn't look like it, but they're gone, and I still don't see it. And I think that so many of us who have been overweight, excessively overweight, we have a hard time getting out of that mental state that we're not overweight anymore, that we actually look good, that we've actually accomplished things. So it just started getting better and it just started clicking. And I I had a huge turning point in September when Dr. Oz announced that he was going to work with Weight Watchers and do his contest, the $1 Million You Transformation Nation. And I said, well, shoot, if I got to do this anyway, and I'm already on this journey, why not enter the contest? You know, why not enter it? Why not let it be another goal to put in my journal? So I did. And I really have embraced it. You know, I've really embraced it, and I started blogging on the ShareCare website. I've met tons of people on ShareCare. I've met trainers on ShareCare who are will post on my wall about, you're doing great, if you need help, hey, just shout out to me. And just people are just responding so amazingly to my progress. But that was different. What was the most amazing day for me, I had completed my first 5K, and I walked it. I didn't think that I could run. I didn't think that I could jog. I didn't think I could get to that point. But I completed the Susan B. Komen Race for the Cure, and I walked it. And my leader, my Weight Watchers leader, Rita had gone on, she took a leave of absence to do some writing, and so we had a new leader, and her name was Carrie, and Carrie's just as amazing as Rita is. And I was just all excited about my first 5K and the fact that I did it. It didn't matter if I walked it or I crawled it, I did it. And I went into the meeting that day, and she made a big fuss about it, and she made sure that I had my 5K charm from Weight Watchers, which is really cool that they do that. And she bought me these shoelaces specifically for the cure that said, "Fight like a girl." And it was just awesome that people just clapped for me and were happy for me, and all of a sudden people just started complimenting me and saying, "You're coming so far, you're coming so far." I had another member give me a bumper sticker one day that's empowered by optimism, because all of a sudden it clicked. It clicked that in order to do this, I had to be positive, that I had to get my mind around it. And until my mind was around it, nothing else would come to me. And so it was all starting to click. And then another fellow member by the name of Kathy came up to me. And she said, "I just have to tell you, my name is Kathy, and you inspire me." And that was what I knew. That was what I knew what I was destined to do.